Just observing this present moment. What you hear, what you see, what you feel. Not having to do anything, but just be. Just observe what's swimming in our consciousness. Your own conscious experience. Just observing whatever you observe. Noticing whatever you notice. You're just hearing, seeing, feeling. Which one of these senses do you connect to the most? Whether it's hearing the sounds of nature or your own breath, or feeling your feet on the ground, or watching the water. What can you connect to the most? Make this your anchor. Just observe all of your attention on this one thing. And anything that takes you away from this one thing is just pulling your attention for a moment. You realize this, and you go back to your anchor. That's all we're doing. So let's get started. Whether you're focusing on sounds or a feeling or what you see, just absorbing all of your attention on this one thing. Nothing else matters besides this one thing. And there's no judgment of good or bad. We're just observing everything we notice with this same present, calm, and receptive state of mind. And anything that makes us think about the past or the future, that's just pulling ourselves away from the present. But then just pull yourself back gently and go back to focusing on your one thing. Just focusing on your one thing and be at rest. And focusing on your one thing doesn't have to be a stressful endeavor. You don't have to scrunch our face up and tense up to try to concentrate. We're actually doing the exact opposite. We're relinquishing that tendency to try to force something to happen. And you're just observing what's happening already, right now, in this present moment. Anything that takes you away from this one thing, just gently pull it back and absorbing your whole conscious experience on this one thing. try to notice the subtleties of this one thing. If you're feeling your feet, for example, really zoom into the sensations of pressure or heat or vibration, or tension or looseness. If you're listening to sounds, just kind of going in a little deeper, being curious about it, whatever they are, loud or quiet, long or short. And if you're focusing on your visual experience, just observing all the subtle little contrasts and movements. All the contrast and movements. But whatever your anchor is, just stay there. And anytime your mind wanders, just come back, again and again. Now I'll give you some time to keep maintaining this attention. There's no judgment, there's no right or wrong or good or bad. Whatever you notice is okay. Just keep being, not creating something or forcing something. Just zooming in and taking a closer look at this one thing. Observing it constantly changing. Being curious and interested in this present moment, right now. And anything that takes you away from your anchor, just observe this as a waking up moment. And just letting this go, no judgment. And just come back to noticing the subtleties of your one thing. Just observe if your mind wanders that the past is already a memory. 2 seconds ago is already a memory. 2 seconds from now is just a thought, being conceived now. All there is this present moment. It's all there ever is. And just as we start to spend the next 30 seconds or so just gradually going from your one focus, your anchor, and then just opening up back to everything else too. And you can maintain this same type of attention of not forcing or striving, but just being. This isn't the opposite of being productive. We're not wasting our time for 10 minutes. We're making the most of it. So for the rest of your day, make the most out of every moment. Just this one, because that's all there is.